My name's Jake Wahlin. I'm a junior and I'm a small forward.
Provo, Utah, 2 years there, McDonald's All-American game nominee, which is pretty cool. #2 high school recruit from Utah.
It's a wonderful place. It's beautiful. I miss the mountains. We have some distant mountains you can see here in Clemson from the hills, but they're not those mountains that you have in Utah. But it's a wonderful place with great people, and I definitely miss it.
Lucas McKay did a great job during his recruitment. Had a good relationship with his uncle, who ironically is an AAU coach of a great program out there. And he's done a lot of different things. And having a guy like that, I think, is really good for your program. He can help kind of the younger guys, like just deal with some of the challenges that they're going to face.
What is Utah like as far as a state? And to have somebody else from Utah on the team, what is that like when you're so far from home?
Yeah, coming here with Carter was funny. We played against each other since middle school. We're the same age, guarded each other throughout high school, both very competitive teams. But coming here together is definitely unique. And I don't know, it is fun to have someone who I can relate to, and both of us being, LDS returned missionaries is unique, definitely, and so we have shared experiences, and Key just shared with me the authenticity of the coaches, the beautiful campus, the great people here, and the facilities, the resources that they showed him on his visit, and then on my visit I had all the same experiences, and just fell in love with the people here and the support.
He's just a very versatile player and a pretty mature guy. Obviously, having been on a Mormon mission, he's seen the world.
Coach Brownell was sharing the Lithuanian connection with you, and a one-year Little John legend, Joe Girard, helping that team make the Elite Eight run. There's not that many people with a connection to Lithuania, I'd imagine, to share that with him.
I haven't met Joe personally yet, but he played for a team which is from a really small village. And actually on my mission, I was on a train ride one time and I sat next to a player who I had just watched the night before in Vilnius, in the capital city. And yeah, we became friends, and I eventually got to go watch him in a different city in Lithuania, in Šiauliai. And he was playing with another guard from Wisconsin, Brad Davidson, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, he's tough.
Yeah.
I remember
another
Brad
player.
Davidson. He played there forever, but he was super tough, gritty
Brad
guy.
Davidson, yeah, similar to Joe Girard, I feel like his game was. But I got to know him as well and ask him about how it was, and so I'm sure Joe had similar experiences. I hope one day to soon to meet him and talk with him about Lithuania, because I love it there.
That was kind of cool to kind of talk about it. He was very anxious to hear about how Joe liked it and where he was, and said that he used to go to some games and all those kinds of things.
What should people know, do you think, about Lithuania that somebody, most people will never experience, but that endears you so much to Lithuania?
First of all, the people, I love them. They are very authentic, very real. When you get to know them and build trust with them, they are some of the most wonderful people in the world. And then another thing about them is they love basketball. Basketball is like their second religion. And so going there as a future college basketball player was amazing to relate with so many people. I was able to play basketball outside on the courts throughout the different cities I served in. And I was able to meet a lot of people through basketball and influence a lot of people and help a lot of younger kids especially who maybe were struggling with whatever it may have been. I was in a position to help them and share with them what has blessed me in my life. And so, yeah, I'll never trade that experience for anything. And I gave a speech in my public speaking class about how basketball influenced and led to the independence of Lithuania, and it literally did. Šarūnas Maršalonis, who was, one of the greats that come from Europe, he had the opportunity to go play in the NBA while they were still a part of the USSR, and so he had to approach the Soviet government and ask for permission to play in the NBA, and they were either to allow him to or send him to the Siberian prison camps. And they allowed him to, which got the ball rolling for communications between the United States and the Soviet Union, and eventually Lithuania a few years later broke apart from the Soviet Union. So literally, that's how big of an influence basketball has on these people. And it's not just a joy for the game and they like to watch it, but literally it has brought them from, you know, being tied to the Soviet Union to freedom and independence. So it definitely, Lithuania holds a big place in my heart.
Does he ever use the Lithuanian that he learned?
I think he has used it occasionally, not around us, but he ran into somebody around town and tried it off on him a little bit. And
I think, is it Ruse?
They call her Rus, yeah, her name's Rudusne. Or they call her Russ, but her name's Rudusne.
Okay. Have you had a chance to meet her and share? What has the shared experience been like with you and her?
The first time I saw her here, I knew there was a Lithuanian player, someone had told me. So I saw her wearing all Lithuanian national team gear, like all green and yellow. And I went up to her and said something Lithuanian and her face lit up and I could tell it made her day. Yeah, her and I have a cool friendship. She talks to me in Lithuanian a lot. And you know, I'm a little rusty since it's been over 2 years, but she encourages me that, you know, my Lithuanian's still pretty good, and it is fun to chat with her in front of other people. And you know, my last city I lived in for like 7 or 8 months, Cholet, that's where she's from, and so we were able to talk about, it's a small town, but like where I lived and how crazy it is that, you know, I had lived in like new, like different streets and stores in her small hometown halfway across the world. So definitely, it was pretty fun.
4 older sisters. He's the youngest of 5, and all of them are sisters.
Yeah.
How has that influenced your personality, do you think, being not only the youngest, but with 4 girls and women to look up to as well?
First of all, I definitely think, you know, they've raised me to know how to respect women and be appreciative of the women I have in my life, including my mom and all my sisters, you know. They all played a big influence on who I am today, and my sisters all played volleyball too, so 2 of them played collegiately. One of them played at BYU, they went to the national championship, which was awesome. So them, growing up watching them play volleyball and competing and traveling the country, watching them, definitely showed me a great example of how to work hard.
he's a very kind person, thinks about others. You know, he's kind of the cool uncle to all the children. I know he's proud of that and spends a lot of time with them when he's back home.
What's your play style that people should be expecting?
I think I can do a little bit of everything, and I can do whatever the coaches ask me to do, and I can contribute in a lot of different ways. I think since coming to Clemson, my shooting has improved quite a bit, as well as my decision-making with the ball in my hands. I think the offense here involves the ball going into everybody's hands. So I'm excited to be able to make plays for my teammates and also look to be more aggressive with the ball in my hands, using my size and my strength more to put pressure on our opponents. So it should be a fun year. I'm excited to see how I've improved and how the team together has improved.
He's just a really good guy, brings a wealth of experience, both as a basketball player and life experiences that I think will help our team.